Hello everyone, and welcome to the Graph+AI Summit hosted by Tiger Graph. My name is Benazir Fateh, and I'm an AI ML specialist with Google Cloud. And today, I'll be talking about Vertex AI, which is Google Cloud's managed platform for end-to-end machine learning. Google Cloud is committed to its mission of accelerating business transformations with data. We strongly believe that artificial intelligence and machine learning are critical to taking meaningful action from data. Indeed, we are seeing customers from many industries and varying levels of ML expertise solve business critical problems with AI driven decision making. Some use AI to improve customer service with more nuanced recommendations and smarter search. Others use AI to develop new products or improve manufacturing processes. Chances are there is a transformational use case for AI waiting in your data. Unfortunately, despite many organizations devoting considerable effort to developing AI applications, most AI initiatives are still stuck on the tarmac. IDC found that only 36% of their surveyed enterprises succeeded in putting completed models into production. Nearly half of the remainder hadn't even made it past proof of concept stage. So, why would so many companies that have otherwise efficient software practices in place, plenty of data, and good data science teams still struggle to make AI work for them? For one, getting to AI deployment is a really long and multidisciplinary process. Machine learning starts with data analysis but crosses over into statistics and engineering, and back again. And each switch can stop development in its tracks. For another, AI comes with typically steep compute and data requirements. Inefficient usage and management of raw infrastructure can make progress expensive, if not impossible. And lastly, AI development can have unpredictable results. After all, it's all about finding patterns in data that humans don't see. Traditional software engineering and analytics practices aren't ready to deal with this kind of uncertainty. We have learned from Google's years of experience in AI development on how to overcome these challenges. Google Cloud's data and AI portfolio leverages learnings to help you overcome them as well. The Data Cloud and Vertex AI are designed to get more AI models into production and realize real value from your AI programs. Specifically, one, it offers a unified notebook interface that gives you direct access to GCP's data and AI tools. This experience is completion of the many varied tasks in AI development. Second, it offers powerful services solving specific AI tasks like training and serving ML models. These work efficiently with your data assets on GCP, giving greater scale at lower cost. And third, it offers an MLOps workflow and tooling that can guide you to successful AI deployments. Let's talk through each of these in more detail. First, let's start with how Google Cloud's notebook interface makes data scientists more efficient. Vertex AI Workbench, which is now GA, is a single unified environment for data analysts and data scientists to complete all of their work, all of their data and ML work, from data exploration to processing to ML experimentation and on to the final stage of deployment. Workbench builds new capabilities on top of the familiar JupyterLab editor. You can utilize all of GCP's data and AI tools through code without having to jump through different applications. Within Workbench, you can apply whatever tool is best for the problem at hand, whether that is BigQuery through SQL or popular Python libraries like Pandas or visualization tools like TensorBoard. Workbench is just as good for administrators as it is for end users. It is serverless and integrated with GCP security tools like IAM, org policy, and VPC serving controls. So admins don't need to spend any time provisioning or babysitting instances. We've already seen Vertex AI Workbench save data analysts and data scientists a ton of time, as well as surface new insights for them. One exciting integration we would like to show off is Vertex AI Workbench, its connection with BigQuery. You can immediately compose and issue queries right inside of a notebook without adding any boilerplate code. Your BigQuery information is brought into the notebook so that you browse and inspect tables as you compose queries. And best of all, you can pipe BigQuery results into Python data science libraries like Pandas and scikit-learn. Mixing and matching SQL and Python code can help you better understand your data and uncover new insights. Vertex AI Workbench comes with similar integrations to other GCP tools in Data Cloud. For one, you can connect the Workbench frontend to Dataproc clusters, letting you run Spark code interactively or kick off serverless Spark jobs. And when you have data across BigQuery, Spark, and other tools, you can jump between each backend in the same notebook without leaving the notebook interface. These features are just the beginning of what will be possible with Workbench. Over the next year, expect to see deeper integrations into BigQuery, as well as collaboration features that help you complete end-to-end data or ML journeys. Now let's see how Tiger Graphs ML Workbench makes data scientists more efficient in implementing Graph+AI use cases. With Tiger Graphs ML Workbench, which is natively integrated to work with Tiger Graph database on-prem and on cloud, it provides direct access and executes 55 plus professionally written graph data science algorithms, including popular ones like Lewin, PageRank, graph embedding, etc. It helps you perform fast and parallelized graph feature engineering in database to enhance your traditional ML model accuracy with unique graph features and insights. Also provides subgraph sampling strategies for working with large data sets, and graph data partitioning for preparing ML training data. It provides seamless integration with Google Vertex AI for a fully managed Graph ML development experience. Going back to GCP's ML functionalities, when the time comes to train and deploy a model, Google Cloud has you covered. We offer highly scalable and serverless infrastructure to tackle the most complex AI problems. We are specially optimized for simplicity and scalability when it comes to using AI with data in BigQuery. BigQuery ML allows you to train and deploy models using simple SQL commands. And like any other query, BQML totally manages the infrastructure behind your ML jobs, dynamically spinning up and scaling instances whenever necessary. Plus, BQML fits into BigQuery's existing billing and quota and capacity configuration, making administration a piece of cake. Over the last year, we introduced tons of new capabilities to BQML, including time series forecasting and unsupervised models, plus explanations for the model's behavior. And in the next few months, expect to see BQML get even smarter when working with unstructured data like text and easier to fold into an MLOps program. You have the same degree of flexibility and power when it comes to workloads that use frameworks like TensorFlow and PyTorch. Within Vertex AI, you can run any Python script or Docker image on virtually any hardware configuration, including instances that need GPUs and TPUs. You can deploy models using dynamic online endpoints that automatically scale with your traffic. All of this comes with no additional hardware management, comprehensive monitoring, and total flexibility in your software. These services work in connection with Vertex AI Feature Store, which ensures that you have consistent model inputs during training, batch, and online inference. We have been specially invested in the speed and scale of this service. On top of numerous performance improvements, we launched new specialized capabilities like Matching Engine, which greatly aids the training and serving of nearest neighbor lookups for tasks like product and media recommendations. In 2022, we'll continue to make training and serving faster, launching new tools to automatically optimize models and the infrastructure for greater efficiency. Now that we have seen how Google Cloud can help you develop and scale up a model, let's talk about how we can help you maintain it. Getting the first version of a model into production is great success. But you should always expect that week over week, you will need to update those models. After all, most AI systems operate in dynamic environments where things like customer behavior or available content changes quickly. Plus, data scientists will often find ways to improve an existing model. Updating a model means much more than pushing out new code. You need to rerun all the data engineering and model training steps as before. After repeating all those tasks, you need to ensure that the new version is an actual improvement over the previous one. The magnitude and variety of tasks involved in this active ML workflow can stretch a typical software automation, let alone manual processes. Instead, we need processes and special tools for AI, and we call this ML Ops. This is where Google Cloud's Vertex AI truly shines. Vertex AI gives you a workflow that helps you put together complete AI training and development journeys that can repeatedly update your models as new data comes in. Vertex AI Pipelines lets you orchestrate all the data and ML tasks that produce a model. And this workflow gives you total flexibility in the tool you use to complete each task, whether that's specialized services like Dataflow and Dataproc or generic Python code. You can easily mix and match different tools in the same pipeline. We have just rolled out new pipelines components for BigQML that help you go from one-off scripts to fully managed scripts. In addition to the overall workflow, Vertex AI also helps you maintain high model quality before and after you deploy a new version. With Vertex AI model monitoring, in particular, you can track and warn the applications when the data flowing into or out of a model changes, signaling the need for an update. And in 2022, we'll make the pipelines system more reactive as we introduce a ton of bespoke tools. Once you get regularly updating models, managing the sheer number of artifacts can quickly get out of hand. That's why we have launched Vertex AI Model Registry. The model registry organizes your model artifacts by version, making it easy for data scientists to share models and application developers to consume them. Model registry is designed to work with any type of model and deployment target, whether that's through BigQuery, Vertex AI, or any custom deployments on GCP. Model registry also links to the critical metadata and lineage that can help you understand when and how to apply a model. And over time, we will expand model registry's capabilities to cover critical model approval and governance workflows. So let's wrap this up. While AI can benefit many companies, it comes with unique challenges of its own. The variety and number of data and ML tasks that it requires, the management of compute and data, and the maintenance of models over time. Google Cloud solves these challenges with a unified notebook interface, simple but powerful compute options, and a complete MLOps toolkit. And with Tiger Graphs ML Workbench, you get seamless integration with Google's Vertex AI for a fully managed graph machine learning development experience. This is just the beginning of what GCP and Tiger Graph have to offer. Thank you so much for tuning in today. And if you have any questions, please send them in the chat. Thank you.